we've got our coffees and we've got our shopping. So, Phil, have you done any big trips with your car recently?
Yeah, well, a couple of weekends ago we did one to Wairoa from here in Otaki. That
Right.
was 958k over about 4 days. But we got up there in one day and back in one day from Wairoa. So you were asking about the cost. Well,
Yeah.
the only charge we had to pay for was 2 in Palmerston North. All the others are free.
So how much money did you end up paying for the whole trip?
Probably about $10. I didn't take much notice. I could look it up because you get all that record from the charge points. It was about $10.
$10 for 400k.
958k. You keep forgetting numbers.
That's kind of worthwhile. So, I won't ask you how much you spent on your car, but do you think you're getting close to making your money back on it if you had kept a normal car?
Well, it's not a question of recovering your money. The car was $26,000 at the time we got it, so that was reasonable for a used car. And of course, instead of spending about $300 a month on petrol, which we used to, we're spending about $100 a month on charging it.
Wow.
So that's an example there. I was spending, if I remember correctly now, something like $3,000 a year on petrol. It's a lot less than that.
And you were saying that you regularly commute into Wellington from Otaki.
Yeah, that's about 180, 190k round trip. And there's a charging point in Wellington. There's in fact 3 fast chargers in Wellington. I was down there on, I can't remember, Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, and to Lower Hutt. So there's a charge point at the Taos Gallery in Lower Hutt. So did what I had to and then charged up and came back. So you can easily do that trip in let's say about 160k round trip each way. Sorry, about 80k each way, 160 or round trip.
And you were saying, I think were we talking about service? I think we were talking about servicing in the car on the trip down. So what was your last service like?
I took it into the service agents just to get it checked out at this stage, and it was $100 plus $50 for the warrant, so $100 for a service, and it was only a matter of check tyres, brakes, check the brake linings and things of that sort, and check over the car generally, and there was nothing else to look at.
How'd you go with did you take it to like a garage? They didn't kind of did they look at it strangely or?
No, I took it to the Nissan agents in Wellington just to make sure they could check whatever they needed to, because it's probably a little while before local garages get up to speed on them. There's not really anything to do.
Yeah. No, that explains that question. I was wondering about that because yeah, you do wonder. Mind you, I guess electric cars are a lot less complex in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they say electric cars, I've gotten the numbers, I think a combustion engine car, I think they said 2,000 moving parts, and an electric car is probably about 10. So this is telling us that we finished the charge. It took 19 minutes to charge. It cost $5.19 and it's charged to 100%. It was 1.3 kilowatt hours. And this flashing light says we're charged and you can unplug it, which Dave is going to do. Little clip on the top. Push that down and
unlock. Yep.
Then that won't disappear until you pop it back in the holder.
Wow.
That's it.
Cool as.